all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back in the Bossman Show, fresh off the practice court. Coach Joe Golding with Abilene Christian on the Bossman Show. Coach, I think it's over in Abilene, man.
Man, life is good, man. Life is good out here in West Texas. A quarter through the conference season, and we've had some beautiful weather until today. But besides that, man, it's been great, man. Good times.
Yes, indeed. Coach, I was...
But as we always said last time, it ain't hot Atlanta, man. I can promise you that, man.
Hey, Coach, it's cold Atlanta today, Coach. It's cold. It's in the 40s today, Coach. It's not good here today. It's in the 40s. It's cold Atlanta today, man.
No, that ain't hot Atlanta, man. That ain't the Atlanta I like, man.
Nah, it ain't, Coach. It's not, man. Hey, Coach, you're in the middle of year 9. Leading these Wildcats, your alma mater. So, Coach, tell me, man, how does it feel to be in year 9? It's like it's year 9 already for you, Coach, and how happy to see that your program now is on the map and people actually now know about Abilene Christian now?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been 9 years. The first 4 or 5 years, it took forever. That transition, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. That's the toughest thing that I've ever had to go through. As a coach, and I obviously learned a lot about myself. I was humbled in a lot of different ways and trying to figure out, one, how to be a head coach. Never been a head coach before. And then 2, trying to navigate this transition. And obviously made some mistakes early in this. We did some things that we wish we could have done over, but we were able to have the time. Very fortunate that the administration here gave us time to figure some of those problems out, and we figured it out and kind of got the system in place where we feel like we can win games in the Southland Conference. And this we went back-to-back postseason play. We went to the CBI 2 years ago, and then obviously the opportunity to go play in the NCAA tournament last year, the first time in school history, was a deal. And then this year has been a lot of fun. It's been a year that we've lost 4 starters. We lost 5 players that played a ton of minutes for us. And to be able to, coach this team and figure out how to win games, you guys know this, man. You can't just say, hey, this is the way we're going to play. You got to look at your team, and every year is different. It's a different journey, and you got to figure out what's the best way to win games. And we've started to figure this team out, and I'm really proud of this team. They've trusted the process, and we're obviously off to a good start in conference play.
You kind of led me to my next point, Coach, because 27-win season, going to the big dance. So now you got to make sure the guys know this year coming in. Hey, that was last year's team. Now you're 0-0 again. You're a whole new team. So you have to dedicate yourself to awesome workouts, eating right, doing your strength and conditioning properly, watching the film, doing your own core drills in summertime. Those 4 hours you guys have, all about the process to get to the point you are today. Because if you think about last year's team, you're not defending anything. That was last year's team. This is a new team, 19-20, not 18-19.
No doubt. I mean, I think you hit on it right there. And, you have a lot of guys. We had a lot of guys back, but they're playing in different roles than they played last year, and they're having to play more minutes. We've had some new guys that came in that are really helping us out. But at the same time, what I'm really excited about is I think we're starting to build a program here that can win consistently in the league. That's what I was always the first thing you want to do is be able to win. And then once you win, you want to be able to continue to win. And we play in a tough league. The Southland Conference has great players and great coaches, and it's tough to win consistently in this league. And that's been our challenge this year, is to not go from 27 wins and winning the league to dropping back and finishing in 9th or 10th or 11th place, but trying to consistently be at top of this league. And I think that's what good programs do. And, the names change, but the program continues to stay up top. And there's been a lot of good programs around the country and a lot of good programs in our league that have done that, and that's what we're in search of and trying to do. And so these guys are definitely they have a chip on their shoulder because they didn't get the opportunities that weren't given to them last year. And everybody thought with losing everything we lost that we were going to disappear a little bit. And these guys are really working hard to make sure that doesn't happen. Probably the one thing that I've never been through this before, but the one thing that I think I probably didn't give enough credit to is just when you win and you go back-to-back postseason play and you go to the NCAA tournament, that winning is in your culture now. That winning is in your locker room. That winning's, it's all around it. And these guys don't want to let their guard down and be the one that lets it go back. And so I think we've won a lot of games because now we believe we're going to win.
And yeah, Coach, that's that point right there, Coach, because once you've been in those battles and you've been in situations in the second half where it's tough, foul trouble, injuries, whatever, you feel like, oh, okay, we overcame this. We could deal with coming back, being down 10 second half or being down late. And so I feel like the winning you had the last 2 years is helping you, like you said, this year as well. So the guys like, okay, we've done this before. We can come back. We can just execute better, calm down, not get it all back in one possession. Just take it just another time, defend, and go down and execute. We'll be okay.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think, I also think to that point, every season you always need a win or two early that kind of helps everybody buy into what you're doing, And with 5 new guys, we lost some tough games early. We lost to Pepperdine by 1. We lost to Drexel in overtime. I think we lost to UNLV. It was a 3-point game with 4 minutes to play. We lost to Texas State by 4 or 5. We were right there, but we hadn't had that big win. And, we were able to beat SEMO, and then we were able to go on the road and beat New Orleans and Lamar. And once we started to win those games, our guys really started to believe that, how we want to win games here. And they've really done a good job of going out and executing that plan. And I tell you what, this team might not be as talented as what we've had here in the past, but this team plays hard. We're playing as hard as any team that I've coached, and that's something that we take a lot of pride in our program. And our guys are giving us everything. They're fun to coach. It's a little different. Last year we had enough talent where at times you didn't have to coach all the time. This is a little bit more tiring. We're having to coach a lot, but the guys are really trusting us, and it's been a really, really fun group to be around.
And that's why I tell young men, Coach, when I go speak to different teams, that you also control your energy and effort every night. You can control those two things. You can control shots or whatever. You can control your energy and effort on defense and run the plays properly, giving the right energy every night, because energy can win you a game if you give the right energy and effort. You might not have the shots that night because it is make or miss, but if you have energy, you might still pull a game out, especially in conference.
Well, I think you hit on it, man. And I think you watch this college basketball in general, man. You got to have talent to win. There's no question on that. But we recruit. We think a toughness and a talent for us is how hard people play. And a lot of guys can play hard the first 4 minutes of a half, or maybe the first 8 minutes, but then they lose it, and they can't do it. And we like to recruit guys that can consistently play like that for the entirety of the game and have enough bench plays in depth that guys can play that way. And we stress that in recruiting, and obviously we tell them in recruiting we're going to coach them hard, and we expect you to play hard. We're not going to coach effort, and then off the floor we're going to love them harder, And I think that's been the key to our success. We build real relationships with these guys off the floor. We try to develop them, and then on the floor we coach them hard, And I disagree. I know a couple coaches have said this in the recently, and I believe it. I think Coach Huggins was one, maybe Frank Martin, but these guys want to be coached. Great players want to be coached. They want to be pushed, and the difference is you got to build a relationship with them. You can't just push them all the time and tell them what everything they're doing wrong, and then don't ask them how their day went too. So we try to do both, and I think it's really worked for us by building relationships. We're able to coach these guys hard, and we expect them to play hard. And this group has been as good as any group we've had of getting that accomplished.
Kind of live to the next point, Coach. So Abilene Christian last year, 27 wins. So, Coach, the recruiting trail treated you probably way better than it has in the previous years now with going to the tournament now. So how do you sell your program now? All the schools in Texas that you have to compete with in Texas, all the schools you have down there. So how are you selling Abilene Christian? What makes you guys unique for a young man that wants to say, hey, I'm going to go to Abilene Christian and play for Coach Joe Golding?
Yeah, I think recruiting's definitely changed with the NCAA tournament and then being able to be on the Bossman show, man. You think about last year when I talked to you guys, nobody knew about Abilene Christian. We were 48 hours away from playing Kentucky, and you and I talked about. Heck, I was at a Little League baseball game, remember? And my son was walking batters left and right, and not having any composure. And, yeah, and then I told you guys about coaching the hole in the pants, and 48 hours later, the rest is history. So. I owe a lot of credit to guys like you and getting our story out. I think that's the one thing that people don't realize what we've been able to do here. This was a program that was in bad shape, man. They hadn't won in 20 years. There was no success. And we've been able to turn this thing and obviously go to the NCAA tournament in year 2 of transition. We went to the postseason the year before. Right now we're sitting at 4-1 in conference play, and hopefully can continue to compete for championships. And when you do that and you can consistently win and consistently graduate kids and play the right way, I think that attracts the type of student athlete that we're looking for, and even a better version of that, at some capacity. So we signed 3 guys in the fall that we're really excited about. I think recruiting is going to continue to get better as we continue to win games and build this program. And I'm just thankful for you guys and others that have shared the story of Abilene Christian. We're out here in West Texas, but we've got a beautiful campus. We've got great academics. We got a great student body that supports us. We just got a $500,000. Things have changed here, man. We got a $500,000 center hung scoreboard. We got floor seats now. We get paid parking. The only good thing for me is I got a 5-year contract. They can't fire me right now. But the expectations right now. The expectations have changed, but I think that's great. That's what I'm excited about, as people are starting to care about basketball again here in West Texas and especially down here in Abilene. And that makes me proud as a former alumni of this university.
I make you proud, too. 5 wins, non-conference player. Like you mentioned, you could have won some few games here and there, but 5 wins, non-conference player. Don't you had to play guarantee games, go on the road a lot, and people don't want to play you because you won 27 games last year. You want to lose to that team. So, knowing those circumstances that you have to deal with, 5 wins is good in non-con play to go with the 4 you already have now in Southern Conference play as well, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think that's another thing we're figuring out too. We're figuring out a lot of things after last year's success is the phase 2 of scheduling. There was a point in time where everybody wanted to play Abilene Christian. Our phone was blowing up and everybody wanted to get a piece of us because we weren't very good. And now obviously it's flipped and it's hard to schedule. Teams don't want to play us, and it gets tougher to schedule, and you got to play better teams in non-conference. And I think as we navigate that over the next couple of years and continue to compete in those games, I think if you do that and you raise we'll raise the level of our competition and our level of play in our program, and will give us a better chance when we go play a team like Kentucky. You look at last year, the only team that we had played ended up being pretty good, Texas Tech. But that was the only, high major that we played last year. And so this year playing UNLV and SMU and Wichita State, obviously our schedule got elevated, but I think in turn, when you get to the NCAA tournament and you play the likes of the big blue bloods, you're not as intimidated, and you've been there before, and you can have a better chance of navigating that and hopefully staying in the game, giving yourself a chance to win.
That's what I got for you, Coach. Wasting on film, yes. Southeast Louisiana down there. Coach Kiefer and those guys, you got them on Saturday. So tell me about what you sent on film for those guys as you get ready to play. Coach
Kiefer,
I'm
really impressed with him. Yeah, no, I'm really impressed with him. He's done a great job. I always knew he was a great coach. He was the assistant for Coach Ladner, who's done a great job and will do a great job at Southern Miss. Coach Kiefer's done a great job with this team. They're really young, but they're really good defensively. They play as hard as any team we've played this year. They're athletic. They force turnovers. They kind of play a run and jump style. They speed you up. And then offensively, they've got a really good point guard that started for them last year that we obviously played in the conference tournament and the semis. And he's a senior. He's a transfer from Tulane who's played in big games. And they do a really good job. They've got a great identity. They know who they are. They're coming off a big win off Corpus the other night. And they've been in a lot of games. They're just young right now. They're learning how to win, but they're definitely good enough to beat us. Coach Kiefer's done a great job, and we've obviously got a ton of respect for Southeastern. That we've had a lot of great battles with them over the last couple of years, and I expect Saturday to be nothing different.
Well, Coach Golden, thank you so much for your time again. We got to do it again real soon. And, Coach, the Final Four, we got to catch up, man, when you come to town, man.
Hey, I'm coming, man. I'm coming. I'm going to call you guys before, man. I told you, man. I'm fired up. I'm ready, man.
Yes, indeed.
I'm excited to get down there, man. I'll buy you guys a Coke.
Yes, indeed. Look, it's a Waffle House, too, Coach. Hit the Waffle House, man. Hey, Coach, best of luck to you on Saturday. We'll talk to you real soon, buddy.
I appreciate everything you guys have done for us, man.
You're welcome anytime, man.
All right, buddy.
All right, it's Joe Golden on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.